Welcome to OSOC everyone, and welcome to Oregon State University for your 2016 annual conference on the theme of surviving academia. I'm Susie Brubaker Cole, and I'm OSU's Vice Provost for Student Affairs, and it is a great honor for me to join my OSU colleagues and students in welcoming you all to our campus for this weekend. I'm sorry I can't join you today. I'm up in Seattle for the NASPA Student Affairs Regional Conference. I've actually had the privilege of visiting the last two OSOC conferences, last year at PSU and the year before that at Lane Community College, and I know what a powerful and important gathering this is. Our campus is your campus for these days of the conference, and I hope that you will feel welcome and at home and will make yourselves at home on our campus. I would like to speak for the entire OSU administration in saying that students of color and those from marginalized communities matter at OSU. And every one of you belongs here and is a deeply valued member of the OSU community for your time this weekend and beyond. We are very proud that every year at OSU we welcome more students of color than the year before. So this fall, about 26% of our incoming new students are students of color. And that is an increase actually over last fall when the number was 24.8%. So every year we see more students of color on campus. More important, this year's number is almost triple the number from 10 years ago. And I hope there's a lot of cheering in the room right now, even though I'm not there, because we're very proud of those numbers. But as I cite these numbers, I also want to recognize that there are many students from marginalized communities whose numbers we don't count in any sort of official student data information system, which are necessarily imperfect, but I wish to celebrate those students' presence and belonging on our campus as well. I also want to provide a word of caution about numbers and counting, because being a truly welcoming campus where all feel a deep sense of belonging is not about numbers, and it is not about critical mass of individuals. We need to work as a community to value the stories and experiences of every single human being, and that is our commitment at Oregon State University. Part of being a welcoming campus where all can feel a sense of belonging is also having spaces that are safe and culturally responsive for all members of our diverse student body. We're very proud at OSU that we have our 7 cultural resource centers, each of which has its own dedicated space and dedicated professional staff who are extremely culturally competent and available to support and guide our students at every turn. Now, I know that many of you from other campuses are currently fighting to gain similar types of dedicated cultural or multicultural centers on your campuses. And we hope that your visit to OSU this weekend will inspire you and help inform what you're doing on your campuses to try to gain spaces that will make everyone on your campus feel welcome and belonging. I also hope that you'll have many chances this weekend to discuss the critical role that you all play every day on your campuses as positive change agents for greater social justice and inclusivity. Student activism and protest have historically been vital, important vehicles for change and for greater equity and inclusion. And we at OSU want to affirm today and for the future that protest and public action are important ways that we can continue to change our society and our communities for the better. I recently was in conversation with a scholar from Ohio State University, Dr. Terrell Strayhorn, who was visiting our campus last week, about how difficult it is to be a student leader, and maybe particularly a student leader of color, who simultaneously represents the university and seeks to challenge and criticize the university toward the goal of creating a more equitable and just institution. It is not easy or uncomplicated to critique the institution that is evaluating you through your grades, often employing you through student employment, and that ultimately holds the key to your future in the form of the institution that's going to grant your degree. So without having an answer to this, I do hope that you'll find many ways to engage in that conversation and explore that very difficult situation that many of you find yourselves in. I want to express, as you think about this, that OSU is a place that values student voices deeply and upholds the right of students to assemble and to challenge institutional policies and cultures. I hope that this conference will provide each of you with rich opportunities to share in this struggle to reshape the university into a better place that is designed for all students, for today's students, and for our future students, as a place where all can thrive and be successful. Welcome to OSU, and I hope you have a wonderful conference. Thank you so much.